Okay, am I audible right now? Okay, so there was a technical issue, I think, so we have solved it. So once again, here I would like to welcome you all on our channel, Sainik Global Academy, and in today's class we are going to study transformation of sentences. And as we all know that this is one of the most important chapter of RIMC for the term of June as well as December. And if you go and see your PYQ, that means previous year question paper, then in each and every term you will get approx 8 to 10 questions from this chapter. Okay, so by seeing the importance and weightage of this chapter, I have decided to start teaching it from today onwards, and this chapter it will be continue for 1 week. As we all know that transformation of sentences and clauses, these are two chapters which are very lengthy chapters of English grammar, and it becomes really tough to understand for all the students, those who are preparing for RIMC or any other competitive exams except Sainik and RMS, because in Sainik and RMS, clause and transformation of sentences, these two chapters are never asked. Okay, it is only asked in RIMC and in other competitive exams like for banking, for SSC, for IB, and for other competitive examinations. But we have to focus on RIMC because we are running these classes for RIMC especially. So for understanding this chapter, you need to understand first of all clause. Clause actually I have already taught you, and if you have remembered, if you are aware of clause, then you will understand this chapter easily. And if you don't know clause, then here I would like to request you that before reading this chapter, first of all you may watch the previous video of mine which is available on YouTube. Okay, if you go and watch the previous video, then in previous video you will get in each and every part of clauses. Okay, and if you read the clauses, if you know the clauses, then you will understand this chapter. And if you don't know clauses, okay, then if I give my 100% effort, in spite of that you won't be able to understand this chapter. Okay, so it's my humble request to all of you that before studying transformation of sentences, first of all you go and watch my previous videos of clauses, and then you come to this chapter, because without studying clauses you won't be able to understand this chapter. Okay, whatever you make your attempt. Okay, if you make your 100% attempt, then also it won't be clear, and lastly you will blame to me that Amit sir, how you are teaching that we are not understanding or we are not getting it. Okay, so you must study clause first of all. Okay, in today's class we will do a short revision of clauses, and then we will start this chapter, transformation of sentences. Okay, so before starting this chapter, it's my humble request that please share this link of all those students, those who are studying for RMC December 2025, because this chapter it gonna be very important for all of them. Got it, beta? So without wasting our time, let's start this chapter. Okay, so read this first of all, and then I'll make you understand. Okay, so let's start your class without wasting time. So see, first of all we will try to understand the word transformation. Okay, the chapter which we are going to study, that is transformation of sentences. So first of all we will understand this word transformation. Okay, so if I ask you that what is transformation, okay, so if I teach you this chapter, transformation of sentences. So before this, here I would like to make you understand what do you mean by the word transformation. See, transformation means beta, transformation means we can say changes of sentences without changing its mean. Okay, changes of sentences without changing its meaning, without changing its meaning. Okay beta, what did you understand about transformation? Transformation means we can say like changes of sentences without changing its mean. Okay, suppose if I tell you a sentence, okay, suppose if I tell you a sentence that Rani is wise, okay, Rani is wise, and if I transform the sentence, okay, from affirmative to negative here, then what I can say, Rani is not foolish. Okay, if I say Rani is wise, and secondly I am saying Rani is not foolish, that means what? That means we can say that both of the sentences are same. Actually the sentences are different, okay, but the meaning is remaining same. One more sentence here I am giving you, that Rahul is rich. Okay, Rahul is rich. This is affirmative sentence. If I change it from affirmative to negative, then here I will say Rahul is not poor. Okay, Rahul अमीर है और राहुल गरीब नहीं है. Okay, Rahul अमीर है और राहुल गरीब नहीं है. So what we are getting? We are getting that there are two different sentences, but the meaning is same. That is called transformation. Got it beta? This is called transformation. So here you see, we will go through the definition. So let's see the definition first. What it is saying? Okay, the definition it is saying beta कि transformation of a sentences means, transformation of a sentence means changing its form without altering its sense. The same thing which I told you now, that transformation means changing the sentences without changing its form or without changing its meaning. Okay, so here I said transformation of sentence means changing its form without altering its sense, or changing also we can say on behalf of altering. Okay, knowledge of sentence. Okay, transformation means okay, once again you listen, this is last term which I am telling you. Transformation of a sentence means changing its form without altering its sense. Okay, see, transformation of sentences help us to expand our usage skills by testing various ways of presenting a sentence without changing its actual meaning. Okay, so here before studying this chapter, it is important for us to understand, it is important for us to know that why to study transformation of sentences. Okay, so if we study transformation of sentences, then it generally helps us to expand our skills. Okay, by testing various ways of presenting sentence without changing its actual meaning. Means if you study transformation of sentences, then beta it simply helps you to develop your skills, and it also helps you, okay, and it also helps you to check your we can say like users skills. Actually transformation of sentences, it's all about our we can say creativity, that how we can think about, how much we can think about. See beta, everything, okay, does not depend upon grammar, everything it doesn't depend upon grammatical rules. Okay, there are some things in English grammar, especially in this chapter, okay, which depends on our concept. Okay, so those who are creatives, those who can think about, then they can do this chapter easily. Okay, see, in transformation of sentences, what we are going to study next, that there are several ways in which a sentence can be transformed. Means in transformation of sentences, we can change it in so many different ways. Like we can change from assertive to exclamatory, we can change from affirmative to negative, we can change from assertive to interrogative, and we can also interchange of degrees of comparison, that is a part of adjective. Okay, degrees of comparison, that is beta a part of adjective. So that also we are going to study now. Okay, and active passive we can do, it also comes in this chapter. And apart from active and passive, there is one more thing which we need to study, that is direct and indirect speech. Okay, direct and indirect speech, that is also a part of transformation of sentences. Okay, direct and indirect speech. Okay, now see, first of all, okay, here we are going to see there are three more types of transformation of sentences. Those are simple sentence, complex sentence, and compound sentences. Okay, like in transformation of sentences, we need to study three things. That is, the first thing is beta, that is simple sentences, which I will teach you right now. Okay, simple sentences. Then we will study compound sentences, simple sentences, compound sentences, and then after we are going to study complex sentence. Okay, simple, compound, and then we are going to study complex sentences. Okay, these are the part of transformation of sentences. Okay, here I taught you that we can change the sentences from assertive to exclamatory, affirmative to negative, assertive to interrogative, and then after interchange of degrees of comparison, which are the part of adjective, that I will teach you also right now. And then after we will study direct and indirect speech, that is also a part of transformation of sentences. Okay, and apart from that, there are some more types of transformation of sentences which I have written, that is simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence, which I will also teach you. But we will start from simple sentences first. Okay, see, should I erase this? Okay, so here you can see simple sentences. Okay, first of all we are going to study simple sentences. Okay, and after simple sentence we will study complex as well as compound. Okay, so for understanding simple sentences, we need to understand first coordinating conjunctions, because simple sentences beta, it depends upon coordinating conjunctions. Okay, and in coordinating conjunctions, okay, we need to understand one thing, that is fan voice. Okay, so for understanding simple sentences, we need to understand first coordinating conjunction, and to understand coordinating conjunctions, we need to learn one thing, that is fan voice. Okay, fan voice. Okay, these are the part of coordinating conjunction. In fan voice, we can say F means what? F means for. Okay, F means for, A means and. Okay, N means we can say not, sorry, nor, for and nor. B means boy, oh, B means but, where is my mind? For and but. O means or, O means beta or. Y means yet, Y means we can say yet, and lastly S. S means so. Okay, S means we can so, we can say beta so. Should I take this color? Okay, S means what? S means so. Okay, this is called fan voice. Fan voice are the part of coordinating conjunctions. Okay, if you learn fan voice, then you will simply understand coordinating conjunction, and coordinating conjunction beta, you need to learn first for understanding transformation of sentences. Okay, so fan voice means for and nor, but, or, yet, so. Okay, we can take the first letter of every one. Okay, F, A, N, B, O, Y, or S. If you include all, then it will become, from for we have taken F, from and we have taken A, from nor we have taken N, from but we have taken B, from or we have taken O, from yet we have taken Y, and from S, from so we have taken S. So finally it becomes fan voice. Okay, fan voice are the part of coordinating conjunctions. Okay, फोर मीन्स इन हिंदी वी कैन से के लिए. ओके, लाइक वी कैन से मैं यहाँ खेलने के लिए आता हूँ. ओके, आई कम हियर फॉर प्लेइंग. ओके, वे लोग पैसे कमाने के लिए हार्ड वर्क करते हैं. दे वर्क हार्ड फॉर अर्निंग मनी. ओके, सो एफ इट इज यूज्ड के लिए. ओके, and then after we can say and means what beta? And means or. And means we can say or. This is for. About for I told you that is के लिए. Let me write this once again. Okay, for means के लिए. It is a preposition but also comes in conjunction. And you already know. Okay, and means or. Nor means we can say दोनों में से कोई नहीं. Okay, or means या means we select one from two. Yet means अभी तक, अब तक. Okay, we can say yet. And so means what? इसलिए. So these are the part of fan voice. Okay, and also the part of coordinating conjunctions. Okay, now let's go and see here subordinating conjunctions. Okay, see, in subordinating conjunction we study the conjunctions like after, although, though, as if. Okay, there will be a space. Okay, in as and if. Okay, there will be a space. Then after because there will be a comma. Before, if, even if, in order that, since, so that, unless, until, when, whenever, where, whereas, wherever, whether, while, that, what, which, who, whom, whose, whatever, whichever, whoever or whomever. There is no shortcut trick to learn subordinating conjunctions. So beta, you need to learn this. Okay, you need to learn this, because until you don't learn, okay, then you won't be able to remember subordinating conjunctions in your mind. Okay, if you don't keep all these words in your mind, then you won't be learn subordinating conjunctions ever. Okay, so please learn this. You can take the screenshot or you can also note this. And if you have to note this, then you can also note it after my live classes. Okay, because if I give you time to note it down, then it will take so much time. Okay, so better you take a screenshot. Okay, now we are coming to clause. See here, what is clause? Okay, so in clause here we are studying a group of words that forms part of a sentence. Okay, and has a subject and a predicate of its own, is called as clause. See, if I ever talk about clause, then we can understand it in a very easy way. What it is saying, that a group of words that forms a part of sentence. Okay, what is clause? Clause is a group of word, okay, which forms a part of sentence, and it has a subject as well as a predicate of its own. See beta, in simple way we can understand that what is clause. A clause is a sentence which has its own subject as well as on predicate. Okay, we can say a clause is a sentence which has its own subject as well as on predicate, that is called clause. Okay, and see, the clause can be of two types. See, clause later I will teach you, but first of all you need to understand subject, and you also need to understand predicate beta. Okay, see, if I talk about subject, so I know you all know about subject, but there are some new students who are connecting in our class and they don't know about subject, so let me explain it to all of them. Okay, so see, subject, there are two ways. Okay, there are two ways where we can understand what is subject. Okay, see, here I am writing in a sentence, one who performs any action is called subject. In a sentence, one who performs any action is called subject. See beta, those who are new here, please understand subject and predicate, then you will understand clause. Okay, what I said, in a sentence one who performs any action is called subject. क्या होता है subject? तो किसी भी sentence में एक वह जो किसी काम को करता हो उसे हम क्या कहते हैं, subject कहते हैं. What I said कि किसी भी sentence में एक वह जो किसी काम को करता हो उसे हम subject कहते हैं. And subject in other words in English we can also call it performer. Okay, what we can call it, performer, or we can also call it beta doer. Okay, so doer, performer and subject all are same things. Okay, see some examples here. If I write, see, if I write it that I play cricket, I play cricket. Now see, in this sentence what I am doing, playing. So playing is a verb. Okay, who is playing? I. So I is a subject and cricket it will be known as object. Okay, see some more examples here. If I write Rohit speaks, Rohit speaks. Okay, in this sentence what is subject, what is the work? Here the work is speaking, and who is speaking beta? Rohit. So Rohit is a subject. Okay, one more example. If I write Riya likes. Okay, Riya likes. Now what is the verb in this sentence? Likes. Likes is a verb and Riya is a subject. One more example. They wait. They wait. Now in this sentence wait is a verb and who is waiting? They. So they is a subject. Okay, so what clause says? Okay, what I am, the clause. Okay, it says to itself that if I ever come in this sentence, then I should have, okay, my own subject as well as on predicate. So this is the first way where you can understand what is subject. Okay, and if you are not comfortable with this rule, then here I am going to teach you one more definition, and through that you can understand what is subject. Okay, let's go for that. This is my RMC class which I teach beta Monday to Friday. Okay, Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. on the channel of Sainik Global Academy. Okay, you can also connect with me on my Insta ID, okay, which is mentioned here, that Aditya Tiwari 9143. Okay, if you have any doubt, if you want to ask anything, if you want to connect with me, then you can just search my ID on Insta, that is Aditya Tiwari 9143, and you can get me there. Okay, so see, now the second way to understand subject. Okay, now see, in a sentence, one who is, in a sentence one who is most important, in a sentence beta one who is most important, or about whom we talk, or about whom we talk is called subject. See what I wrote here, that in a sentence one who is most important or about whom we talk is called subject. Okay, see some examples here. If I write the tree, if I write the tree is being cut. Okay, the tree is being cut. Here I have used the, because here I am talking about a particular tree. Okay, the tree is being cut. Okay, now see here, if I say what do you see in my hand, what you can see, there is a pen in my hand. But suppose for the time being, if I say that this is a tree, just suppose this is a tree, and if I am saying here that the tree is being cut, the tree is being cut. Now in this sentence who is cutting the tree, we don't know about them. Okay, but what we are talking about, where the action is happening, the entire action is happening upon tree, so that's why tree will be known as subject here. Okay, what I said, the tree will be known here as subject. One more example, if I say here that, see, if I more example, for more example, if I say here that houses are being built, houses are being built. See, here I have used houses, it has come in plural sense. Okay, so that's why we have used here plural verb. If I say houses are being built, now say, who is making houses? We don't know. Okay, but actually what we are talking about, we are talking about houses. Then in this sentence we can consider houses as a subject. Okay, houses as a subject. So clause itself, it says that in any sentence, if I come, then I will come with subject and I will also come with predicate. In a sentence, if I have subject and if I have predicate, then you can call me a clause. Okay, the clause, it says that in any sentence, if I come with a subject and if I come with a predicate, then you can call me clause. So here subject you understood. Okay, now I am going to make you understand what is predicate. Okay, you need to understand predicate first. See, if I write here predicate, if I write here predicate, see beta, predicate is very easy to understand. If I write here predicate, then you can see in a sentence, except subject, in a sentence except subject, all the things are called predicates. Okay, in a sentence except subject, all the things are called predicates, all the things are called predicates. See, it's really very easy to understand that in any sentence except subject, we can call everything as a predicate. So let's start your class. I had got an important call. Okay, so let's start it once again. Okay, so we understood predicate. In the here in predicate, I said in a sentence except subject, all the things are called predicates. Okay, so it's very easy to understand. If I write here, if I write here a sentence that is I am going to play, I am going to play cricket, I am going to play cricket. Okay, so in this sentence, what is subject beta? In this sentence, the subject is I. Okay, and apart from I, rest everything will be called predicates. Rest everything, it will be called predicates. Then here you will say, sir, how am is known as auxiliary verb or helping verb? Of course, okay, am is known as auxiliary or helping verb. Okay, going is a verb. Okay, to is a preposition. Okay, play is once again a verb, and cricket is an object. Cricket is an object. Okay, so see what I told you. Here I said I am going to play cricket. Okay, so in any sentence, see beta, in any sentence, okay, if anything comes after subject, whether it is an auxiliary verb, okay, a verb, okay, whether it is a preposition, once again main verb or cricket, everything will be called predicates. In simple way, you can understand that in any sentence after subject, whatever the parts of speech comes, okay, whether it is a noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, articles, okay, everything will be called predicates after subject. Okay, whatever the things which comes in a sentence, that all will be called a predicates. Like, see some examples here. Once again, here I am writing one example. They are, what I wrote, they are waiting for us. They are waiting for us. Now you see this sentence. Okay, they are waiting for us. In this sentence, what is subject here beta? Here the subject is they, and after subject, whatever the things are here, it all will be known as predicate. Okay, all these things will be known as predicates. Okay, so I hope you all understood about subject as well as predicate. Okay, am I clear to all of you? Okay, if I am clear to all of you, then we will go ahead and we will try to understand rest all of the things. Okay, so see, here I was teaching you clause. In clause we discussed that a clause is a group of words that forms a part of a sentence. Okay, a clause is a group of words that forms a part of a sentence. It has a subject and a predicate of its own. Okay, and you can see the clause, it can be of two types in English grammar. Okay, like the first one is independent clause, okay, and the second one is dependent clause. Okay, the first one is independent and the second one is dependent. Okay, so first of all we will start from independent clause. Okay, what is independent clause? We can understand it by some points here. Okay, a clause that contains both, okay, a subject and a predicate. Okay beta, in independent clause we need to understand that there is a subject and there is a predicate. Okay, independent clause, it can stand alone, okay, in any sentence. Okay, independent clause, it can might voice saying hi sir, hello beta. See, independent clause beta, it can stand alone in any sentence, and independent clause, it can be a part of multi-clause sentences. Multi-clause means it can come, okay, in compound, complex or simple sentence, anywhere it can come. Okay, beta, independent clause, it can come in any sentence, it can come anywhere, it can also be a part of multi-clause sentence. Okay, Jai Hind, might voice Jai Hind beta. See, and in independent clause, okay, we use the words, we use the conjunctions like or, for, nor, so, yet, and but. Okay, means we can say that in independent clause we can use the conjunctions of fan voice. Okay, we can use the conjunctions of fan voice, means from F, once again I told you that from F we can take for, from A we can take and, okay, from B we can use but, from O we can use or, from Y we can use yet, and from S we can take so. Okay, so fan voice, in independent clause we use the conjunctions of fan voice. Like see, Okay, we visited Agra, but we did not go to Taj Mahal. Okay, there are two sentences. The first one is we visited Agra, but we did not go to Taj Mahal. Okay, there are two sentences, and uh, both are added with both are added with but. So but is what? But is a we can say like but it is connected by but is a part of fan voice, and it is also a part of coordinating conjunction. So see, this sentence is what? In this sentence, if you go, there are two sentences. We visited Agra, but we did not go to Taj Mahal. Okay, so which one is independent clause? If I say yes, your example is correct, beta. Sir, I am old class student. Okay, yes, I have seen you many times in my class, but I don't know your real name. Okay, if you don't mind, may I know your real name and where you are from? See, so fan voice, it is a part of coordinating conjunction, and see here I have written we visited Agra. Okay, so this one is what? This one is, we can say, independent clause. This one is independent clause. Okay, because it is independent. Here if I say, okay, your name is Muhammad Akil. Okay, beta. In Hindi you want to understand? Okay, are you not comfortable in English? Okay, no issue. Then I will explain in Hindi also. Okay, see, so here I said we visited Agra. हमने आगरा घूमा, but we did not go to ताजमहल. लेकिन हम ताजमहल नहीं गए. देखो, ताजमहल जाने का काम कहाँ डिपेंड कर रहा था? ये डिपेंड कर रहा था आपका आगरा जाने के ऊपर. ओके, तो जो सेंटेंस दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंड करे दैट इज कॉल्ड डिपेंडेंट, और जो बिल्कुल फ्री रहे, किसी के ऊपर डिपेंड ना करे, दैट इज कॉल्ड इंडिपेंडेंट क्लाउज. ठीक है, सी डिपेंडेंट क्लाउज, दिस वन इज इंडिपेंडेंट क्लाउज. वन मोर एग्जांपल. ठीक है, देखो, इन सिंपल वे हियर आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू सम मोर सेंटेंसेस. सी, in simple way, if I write in simple sentence, if you write if you come, then I will play. Yeah, I will talk. If you come, then I will talk. Now see, how many sentences are here? Two. Okay, let me write in full form. Okay, if you come, then by shall I am writing, if you come, then I shall talk. Okay, now see, how many sentences are here? Two. The first one is if you come, the second one is I shall talk. Now here if I say कि when I'll talk with you, मैं तुमसे कब बातें करूँगा? When you come. Okay, when you come. So you can say that the talking is dependent upon your arrival, your coming. So this part is what? As a dependent part, and dependent part can be known as dependent clause also. And if you come, तुम आ भी सकते हो, नहीं भी आ सकते हो, it's your wish. Okay, you can come or you can not. Okay, this is your wish. So तुम आ भी सकते हो, नहीं भी आ सकते हो. So this part will be known as IP. IP means what? Independent clause. See one more example. एक और देखो, शायद समझ में आ जाए आपको. See, if I write one more example here, if I have money, if I have money, then I will buy a car. If I have money, then I will buy a car. Now see, look at this sentence. Okay, how many parts are here in this sentence? Good evening, beta. Good evening. In this sentence, we can see there are two parts. The first part is if I have money. The second part is I will buy a car. Okay, so when I will buy a car, मैं कार कब खरीदूंगा? बाई करने का काम कब होगा? जब मेरे पास पैसे होंगे. जब मेरे पास पैसे होंगे तभी तो मैं कार खरीदूंगा. जब तक पैसे नहीं होंगे तब तक कार तो मैं नहीं खरीदूंगा. ठीक है. डॉक्टर अभिषेक कुमार सिंह, हाय सर. हेलो मिस्टर अभिषेक कुमार, कैसे हैं आप? ठीक है. देखो बेटा क्या लिखा है मैंने, इफ आई हैव मनी देन आई विल बाई अ कार. सो वी कैन सी दैट वी विल बाई अ कार व्हेन वी हैव मनी. So buying, it is depending upon having money. Okay, buying it is depending upon having money. So this part will be known as dependent part. We can also call it dependent clause. And here if I say if I have money, then this is what? This is independent part. See, here I am not teaching you clause. Here I am just only making you understand that dependent or independent, like which one is dependent part, which one is independent part. Okay, your name is Ligis. Okay, for the first time I am seeing you in my class, Dr. Abhishek Kumar. So where you are from? See, so I hope beta you all understood, okay, about dependent or independent part. See, once again I am going to explain independent clause here. Okay, that an independent clause, okay, an independent clause contains both a subject, okay, as well as a predicate. Okay beta, in independent clause we have two things to keep in mind, that an independent clause, okay, it's always having a subject as well as a predicate. Okay, an independent clause beta, it can stand alone in any sentence. Okay, it can stand alone, okay, in any sentence. Then after, independent clause can be a part of multi-clause sentence. Okay, and in independent clause we can use the conjunctions of fan voice like or, for, nor, so, yet and but. Okay, Bihar se Saharsa Jila. Good beta, I am also from Bihar but not from Saharsa, I am from Chhapra. Muhammad Akil is saying, sir, where do you live, sir? Please, actually beta, I am from Bihar but I live in Delhi. Okay, and I am taking this class from Delhi. We run our own academy of Sainik School, Rashtriya Military School, RIMC as well as NDA. So these live classes you are getting from Delhi. Okay, but basically I am from Bihar, Chhapra Bihar, we can say. Okay, so I hope you understood independent clause. Next we are going to study, that is dependent clause. Okay, so see, what is dependent clause? We can understand by all these point. Okay, so see, a dependent clause contains a subject and a predicate. Okay, इंडिपेंडेंट क्लाउज ऑल्सो किस चीज़ की तैयारी कराते हैं बेटा? हम तैयारी कराते हैं सैनिक स्कूल, राष्ट्रीय मिलिट्री स्कूल, RIMC और NDA की. ठीक है, देखो, सो हियर आई टोल्ड इन डिपेंडेंट क्लाउज, ओके, वी गेट अ सब्जेक्ट एंड अ प्रेडिकेट, वी गेट अ सब्जेक्ट एंड predicate. Okay, and dependent clause cannot stand alone. Okay, you can see dependent clause, it never stands alone. Okay, and dependent clause, okay, it is a part of, it is always a part of a big sentence. Okay, dependent clause, it is always a part of big sentence and it is introduced with a subordinator. Okay, like dependent clause beta, it is always introduced with a subordinator. Okay, see some more examples. A dependent clause is of three types, means if we study dependent clause then generally beta it is of three types. The first one is adjective clause, the second one is adverb clause and the third one is noun clause. Okay, CBSE बोर्ड के लिए, हाँ बेटा CBSE के लिए भी हो सकता है, लेकिन ये क्लास 12th में काम आएगा. ओके, आप किस क्लास में हो? इन विच क्लास यू आर? अगर किसी को अलग से तैयारी करना हो लिटरेचर की, जैसे 9th की, 10th की, 11th की, 12th की, तो आप मेरे से कांटेक्ट कर लेना. माय इंस्टा आईडी इज मेंशन्ड हियर, आदित्य तिवारी 9143. ठीक है, तो हम उसकी भी तैयारी करवा देंगे बेटा. ठीक है, अगर किसी को लिटरेचर पढ़ना हो, ठीक है, 9th की, 10th की, 11th की, 12th की, तो दिस इज माय इंस्टा आईडी, आप यहाँ पे आकर के DM कर सकते हो मुझे. ठीक है, आदित्य तिवारी 9143. देन आई कैन टेक योर क्लासेस देयर. ठीक है, आप जिस भी क्लास में होंगे आपको वो चीज़ें बता दी जाएंगी, करा दी जाएंगी. ठीक है, और इसके अलावा अगर आप कोई और कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स की तैयारी कर रहे हो, ठीक है, तो वो भी करा दिया जाएगा, स्पेशली इंग्लिश. अच्छा, 12 कर लिए हैं, ठीक है, गुड. 12th कर लिए हो तो आगे अगर ऑनर्स करना है तो कॉन्टेक्ट कर लेना. अगर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स की तैयारी कर रहे हो, जैसे बैंकिंग की, SSC की, PO की, RRB की, ठीक है, IB की, देन ऑल्सो दिस इंग्लिश विल बी हेल्पफुल देयर. बहुत काम की चीज़ें हैं. ठीक है, जो भी आपको बताया जाएगा डेट विल बी फॉर योर that will be for your competitive examinations, and it will be means exactly same. ओके जिस भी चीज़ की तैयारी कर रहे हो, आरआरबी की तैयारी कर रहे हो तो आरआरबी के अकॉर्डिंग बताई जाएगी, आईबीपीएस की कर रहे हो तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग करवाया जाएगा, ठीक है। तो जो भी आप तैयारी कर रहे हो जिस भी पर्टिकुलर चीज़ की, वी विल प्रोवाइड यू कंटेंट्स, विल प्रोवाइड यू सिलेबस, विल प्रोवाइड यू क्लासेस, एवरीथिंग अकॉर्डिंग टू योर क्लासेस। गॉट इट बेटा? तो जैसा भी हो आप कांटेक्ट कर लेना, यू कैन डीएम मी, आई विल रिप्लाई यू विद देयर, ओके। सो माय क्लास इट कम्स ऑन यूट्यूब Monday to Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, 5 to 6 I take your classes Monday to Friday. On every Saturday I conduct a mock test, but this test is held on our official channel of Sainik Global Academy. So if you want to appear in mock test of English, then you can download our app from Play Store, that is Sainik Global Academy, and you will get the mock test of English there, okay. And for live classes you can connect with me, okay, Monday to Friday, okay, at 5 p.m. on this channel. So now my class is over, because after 2 minutes the math class will be started on the same channel, okay. So don't move anywhere, just stay tuned with us. Nitish sir will come after some time and he will take your math classes, okay. And English classes, it will be continue once again tomorrow at 5 p.m. on the same channel, okay. Till then you all take rest, okay. Let's meet tomorrow. Till then, Jai Hind and take care. Tata, bye bye.